today. From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Mitchell Trubisky and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside Charles Davis up in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Very pleased to be with you for another season of NFL football. And, Charles, we are no stranger to rivalry games between Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. What is different is that the roles have kind of been reversed. Cincinnati comes in as the division favorites following last year's Super Bowl appearance. The Steelers no more Big Ben, and they're now viewed as likely underdogs.
And we've known that the roles have been reversed since last season and the entire offseason. Yet still hearing you say it, it still has to sink in. And I know the Bengals fans, they're very happy to see those roles reversed because they dropped 11 straight to Pittsburgh prior to their recent resurgence. So this was a great test for both of these teams to start off this season. Pittsburgh with a new quarterback and Cincinnati coming off of a Super Bowl.
Here come the Steelers for the first time in this game with their free agent signing at quarterback, the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
Mitchell Trubisky is getting his second chance to start in the NFL and will be with another storied franchise, this time the Pittsburgh Steelers. He slowly fell out of favor in Chicago after making a Pro Bowl in his second season. But what a lot of people don't realize is that he had a winning record as a starter in each of his last 3 years with the Bears. He convinced a lot of people as a backup in Buffalo, including Pittsburgh, that there's still something to be unlocked in him as a starter.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 25 on second down, Trubisky. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep, Trent Taylor. This is taken at the 18. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals get set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his 3rd season. really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow could have won Comeback Player of the Year last season simply for his statistics. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns through the air. But he brought the entire Bengal organization on a comeback after 5 straight losing seasons. First with a division title, then an unexpected AFC title, and led the team to their 3rd Super Bowl ever. And he had them less than 2 minutes away from winning it for the first time. Keep an eye on Joey B. He expects to bring a Super Bowl title to Cincinnati in the near future. Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds of... probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They go play action with Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Evans running straight ahead, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those 1st downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chris Evans, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was finished off by Chris Evans' touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Sam Hubbard just continues to quietly produce for the Bengals. He plays the run, but he can also rush the passer and had 7.5 sacks in 2021.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. B.J. Hill in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. On second down, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Trubisky. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. Taylor now returning it. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run. And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
As Jamar Chase picks up a first down here, how about a quick reflection on his debut as a rookie? Set a new rookie receiving record and the Bengals franchise record with 1,455 yards and was 3rd in the league in touchdown. He became only the 2nd rookie receiver named All-Pro since 1998, joining former LSU teammate Justin Jefferson, who did it in 2020.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering. How are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He gets it complete to Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Now Trubisky lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. could almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. After the sack on first down, Trubisky. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the T.Y. Hilton touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he? He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game. And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now Burrow on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Burrow. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Play action. It's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far. Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection?
No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big... like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Mixon with a first down carry.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
And quickly they get to the line. Again, it's Mixon. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's got Hurst, his tight end, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 34 yards. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and a yard, Trubisky.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they win defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there were a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
10 more there and another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Now it's Trubisky.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky, and the catch made by Hilton.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. second down and goal. Trubisky eluding the pressure, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was all capped off by Mitchell Trubisky's touchdown run.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Sliding out of the pocket.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll be out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
On first down, Trubisky. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. This is caught by Hilton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. From the gun, it's Trubisky.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Sam Hubbard able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On third down, Trubisky.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky.
And here's Freiermuth again. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky dancing to his left.
Again, it's Johnson.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 3. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old-school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards. They don't want the ball there unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. T.Y. Hilton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And they're going to speed things up here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals!
Joe Mixon.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Trubisky.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Now Trubisky to throw.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to win this football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how Week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need. Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
One last shot for Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Bengals, That'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.